Hey everyone, it's Femtrooper. I just want to do a video game review today. I wanted to talk about Aliens vs. Predator for the PS3 and Xbox 360. My copy is for the PS3. And I actually found this at a pawn shop, as I mentioned earlier in my intro video, that I got it for $10. And I've seen other places used for about $20. I remember that came out, I was really tempted, but I waited and I got it for $10. So I'm really stoked that I found it so cheap. And it turns out it actually is a pretty good game, in my opinion. I don't think lots of people really care about it and whatever, but I think it's a pretty good first-person shooter because for once, in this aspect, you play as the alien instead of a Marine, but you can play as a Marine, and you can play as the Predator. So there's 3 campaigns, and there's an online factor as well, or online, you can play online, but I've tried and nobody's online. I think it's just because it's a little older. I believe this game's 2010. Yeah. Anyway, so you get to choose 3 campaigns. One is as the Xenomorph, one's as the Predator, and the other one you can play as a Marine. And I love the Xenomorph campaign because it's mostly against Marines, and then at the end there's a little Predator part. And it's so good. Just because I love the aliens, like the Xenomorph, so much. And for once you get to play as that instead of a Marine just shooting a bunch of Xenomorphs, which you can do, which is actually really creepy because you'll walk and you can sort of tell, and then you'll actually see one in the distance crawling around, and it's really freaky. And the one thing that I love about this game so much is because, like for the Alien campaign, for instance, all the sound effects are exact to the movies. So the way the guns sound is the exact same gun sound from the original films. And I know some people might think it was a gun sound, but it really is the gun sound from the movies. And to me, that's a pretty big deal. Like, they got that completely right. They also got the sounds that the Xenomorph makes. It's really creepy. The Predator campaign is cool. I'm not a Predator fan, so I kind of could care less. And the Marine is good too. But the Xenomorph, to me, is amazing. Also because it's weird because you are the Xenomorph, so you can crawl on the walls, like on the ceiling. And the way they do it is, it's freaky because sometimes you get a little bit turned around because you're not sure, am I on the side of the wall, am I on the ceiling right now? It's weird. So they have like a little icon on the screen that lets you know where the ground is, so you're kind of aware. So that's actually kind of annoying, I'll be honest, because the other ones, as the Predator or as the Marine, you can't really walk on the ceiling. So that's, sometimes you get a little bit turned around, but other than that, it's actually really good. As like the Xenomorph, for instance, you can make hissing sounds and you freak out the Marines below. They're like, I think I hear it coming. So it's actually really good. I'm just seeing if there's anything neat here in the manual, which I'm glad it's actually in really good condition, that I got from a pawn shop. Yeah, there's nothing. I don't know, the alien's so cool. Sorry. Anyway, so it's just a fantastic game, in my opinion. It's not something you want to play all the time, but once in a while, if you feel like being an asshole, as the Xenomorph, I don't know, I think it's really fun. And if people actually went online, this game could be so fun, because you can sort of play, one friend could be the Xenomorph, one friend could be a Marine, one friend could be a Predator, and just all screwing around with each other. Anyway, I think it's absolutely a great game, and they got sound effects right. The graphics are actually pretty good. They're not the best I've ever seen on the PS3, because I didn't play it for Xbox 360, so I can't compare. But in general, it's actually pretty good. And each campaign takes a decent amount of time. If you sit all day and play it easily, you can finish it. But in general, it's actually, it's really good. It's totally worth it, especially to buy it now, because you can find this, well, I found it for 10, but I have seen it for 20, and 20's worth it, really. So, for this, it's really good. As a first-person shooter, it gives you sort of it's a new experience, I suppose. And if you love the Alien movies, you'll love this game. And if you love the Predator movies, you'll love this game. Or if you like Aliens versus Predator, which I don't. I think that is the biggest letdown ever. I just think it's sort of a mockery of the original Alien films. Anyway, so this is a fantastic game. The graphics are pretty good. The gameplay, like the controls, are good, except for when you're the xenomorph, it's a little bit awkward, but it was still my favorite campaign. And actually, the story's pretty cool. Anyway, it's really cool. The way you can sneak up on people. You can crawl on the ceiling above them, above the Marines, and they won't be able to tell. Same with the Predator, you can become, like, invisible, and they won't know you're there. And you play a little bit, it's kind of like Skyrim, where you sort of, it's a first person, so you kind of see the two hands at all times. So when you're the alien, you can look down and actually see the little claws moving around, which I thought was pretty cool. And even the way, the way you see things as the Predator is like the movie, which I thought is pretty cool. And as the Marine, it's pretty fun. The aliens are always coming at you, and there's predators everywhere. And it's cool because it's like the same map for each one, but you play as each different one. So if you play all 3 campaigns, it's very cool. Yeah, I thought this was totally worth it. So pick this up if you can, if you're a fan of Predator, Aliens vs. Predator, or just the Aliens movies, especially Alien, because I thought it was the coolest campaign ever. Because finally they got it right. Because I have Aliens 3, or Alien 3, whatever, for the Super Nintendo, and I don't like that movie anyway, but it's not very good. So this actually is like, yay! So that's a very good game. And then I got this. It's really hard to see, and you can see my reflection on my computer. But I actually found this at a pawn shop. It's the Alien... Let's see what it's actually called. Alien Queen with base. I know it's the Alien Queen, but I don't know specifically. It's McFarlane Toys. Yeah, it's really cool. So compared to me, it's that big. There, I can probably see it better there. So it actually comes, you take the Alien, where is it? The Alien Queen, and then you can put it on a base, and it comes with the eggs. I want to open it so bad, but I've looked it up online, and it's actually pretty expensive, and I got it for $20, so I'm kind of like, do I want to open it? But am I ever really going to sell it? I love it. I don't want to sell it. It's so cool. So I'm really stoked. I've always wanted a Xenomorph action figure. I used to have one as a little kid. It was one that exploded, but I think I only have the head lying around because of that, because it went to pieces, so. Anyway, as you can tell, I'm a big Alien fan. So I had to review this game because it's really fun, and because it's so cheap, I think it's worth it for sort of a good time. Anyway, so if you can find this game, totally buy it. It's, to me, worth the full price when it came out because I loved it so much, but I know it's cheap now, so totally pick up this game. It's really fun, and it's a different, it'll give you a break from sort of the other games. Like if you're just playing Call of Duty or Battlefield or Skyrim all day, play this. It's really fun, and it's a little bit different, and it's not stupid. So pick this game up, and until next time, I'm Femtrooper. See you later.